Hi Gemini, welcome to your January 2021 monthly reading. I hope that you guys are doing good. I hope that you guys are finding yourselves at peace with whatever state of being you are currently in. And let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on this month for you guys. So for my Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, what is the challenge that is presented in the month of January 2021? What is the challenge that's presented this month? What challenge is coming up for Gemini? That card flew away. Hardcore. What is the challenge being presented this month? Also, one, I know that these are coming out a little bit later in January, and that's my bad. But also, in case anyone's been watching multiple monthlies, like if you want to watch for your Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus placements, I pulled 3 to 4 cards, or I literally pull 3 to 4 cards is like what I pull, but also like that's like my thing. But like if I feel called to pull more than that, then I will. But usually 3 or 4. So like if some, I'm just saying that because I already feel like some people are like, why did this sign get 4 cards and this sign got 3? It's just like what I feel intuitively. So we have the 5 of Swords in reverse, the Strength card in reverse, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands in reverse. I feel like the challenge that's presented for you guys this month is the feeling of being detached from others. And it's actually really interesting because I watched someone's, I think it was like a real thing on Instagram, or maybe on someone's story, that this guy, I think he's a life coach. I'm actually not 100% sure what he does, but I just really liked his messages. And he was talking about how when we are out in nature and we like allow ourselves to be in the experience of nature and experience nature firsthand, by immersing ourselves in it, what happens is that we end up feeling connected with nature, right? Instead of seeing us like as separate entities, like we're us and nature is something separate. That if you start to envision yourself by immersing yourself in nature, you start to envision yourself that you and nature are the same, because we technically are. We're all connected. We're all the same. That those feelings of loneliness and of detachment from society or from others, or like that disconnecting energy or feeling that comes in between you and other people, it kind of comes together once you realize that we're all connected, right? And he was saying it in this way: by connecting to nature, you kind of really get to see that, like, oh, we are the same as these plants, we're the same as this, we're the same as, we're all kind of working together. And that's why I think immersing yourself in nature, just because I'm bringing this up, I think may be good for you guys this month, in order for maybe this idea to either blossom or click or make some type of sense to you guys. Because I feel like the challenge is, I feel like you guys are feeling really disconnected from others this month. And obviously right now with what's going on in the world, like we're quarantined and we're not supposed to be social and whatever. I think that like it obviously is hitting everyone hard. And I think that Gemini this month, it just may be hitting you a little bit hard. You just may feel really, really disconnected. You may feel like you want to communicate and hang out with your friends or with certain people, and you just can't do that right now. And it's making you feel, I don't know, I feel like you feel really, really like, I feel like you feel really drained, but also like you're just keeping to yourself with the 4 of Pentacles. Like I feel like this month is like a really, it's a really isolated month, more so than like how the past couple months have been. And it could just be that it finally kind of caught up to you, or you're just really feeling it heavily this month. Maybe in the past couple months, maybe you had like a roommate, or maybe you like were seeing friends kind of like safely, with safely being distance safely and with masks or whatever. But maybe this month it's not possible, or maybe this month you really need to focus on your work. But I definitely think that you guys are feeling really disconnected from others. I feel like you guys are feeling like left out almost, and like it's making you feel discouraged. I feel like you guys want to go and hang out and move forward, but things are really, really slow right now. And I feel like it's really causing you to focus on yourself. And I don't think that you guys have a problem with that, Gemini. I don't see or feel that you have a problem with connecting with yourself or just being alone with yourself. There's no problem there, but it just feels like it may just even be something as simple as like you're just bored this month. You're bored because you can't interact with other people and you kind of have to keep yourself. Like I feel like maybe you just want to have a good time, and it's just like the good time is just not available for you in the way that you want it this month. Um, I definitely think as well, though, aside from just like focusing on yourself this month, I don't see that as a bad thing. I just see that like there's some just like lower vibrational like feelings involved or attached to like you not being able to do things the way that you want to do them this month. It's really what it is. It's just that whatever it is that you wanted to do or how you wanted to have experienced the first month of the new year is just not how it's going. So let's get some advice on this situation. We have the Star, we have the Emperor, big energy, 6 of Wands in reverse, and the 5 of Pentacles. Like I said some of you guys may be feeling left out. Yeah, so and like lack of success, right? So we have the Star, the Emperor, and 6 of Wands in reverse, and and 5 Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you guys, could be just almost like the reason why this month is like a little difficult for you, or maybe feeling a little difficult, is because what you want, the thing that you desire, seems unattainable. I don't think that it is, because I honestly believe that nothing really is unattainable in this world, so I don't like to say that. But it might feel this month that the thing that you're wanting the most is unattainable or just out of your grasp. And it feels that way because you feel really disconnected from I feel like you feel disconnected from the world, you feel disconnected from people, from society at this moment. And if you're feeling disconnected, if you're not feeling connected with others, then this thing that you're desiring, whether it's a person, job, goal, whatever this goal is, it's gonna be hard to get, and that's why it feels like it's out of your reach, because you're disconnected, right? So if we did that practice of going out in nature, immersing yourself, really watching and learning from nature of how we are all connected as one, and finally coming to an awareness and an understanding and a belief that we are all connected, then those things, this thing, whatever it is you want, if it's multiple things, won't seem so unreachable, right? It'll seem more like, oh, I can do this because that thing is like, it's part of me, like I'm part of it, like I will be able to get this, because I feel like you guys are being asked to tap into your Emperor energy, because this came underneath the Strength card in reverse. So I feel like Spirit is saying that the thing that you want is obtainable, but you have to be aggressive, Gemini. You can't go into this passive mode that you're in this month of like feeling disconnected and like just pulling into yourself. You need to pull into yourself, but pull yourself, it's like you need to pull yourself out of yourself, right? You need to go within to like get like the real Gemini spirit deep down inside, pull it out and ferociously go after this thing that you want. Because that's what's gonna create success. What's not gonna create success is you just keeping to yourself the whole time. So self-awareness and time to the self is super important, but too much is also another reason as to why you might be feeling disconnected to others. If you keep to yourself all the time, you're really only gonna feel connected to yourself. You know, if you're not being social, if you're not connecting to people, if you're not connecting to nature, if you're not connecting to anything other than really you and your work and what you do, then yeah, it is going to create a sense of disconnect. It is going to create a sense of I was going to say disconnection, but I don't know if that's a word. It's going to create a sense of you feeling disconnected from other people, and that's not going to help you become successful. It's not going to help you get this thing that you want. It's not going to help you aggressively go after the things that you want, because like I said, what needs to happen is that you need to come into an awareness and an understanding and a belief that we really are all connected. You can't just tell yourself, oh yeah, we're all connected, sure, whatever. It's like some practices need to come into play here, Gemini, this month, that actually help you really understand and feel that, like feel the connection with others. And this could come through just sharing, talking with people. This could come through being out in nature. This could come through in a form of many different ways that are in part for you to figure out. Because if you want things to move forward in your life, if you want to be able to chase after your goals and be aggressive, then you need to kind of reassess what you're doing. Because I feel like you guys yourselves are the ones that are putting yourselves out in the cold, right? Because like you could go back out into the world. You could go and be social, and you could find the way, right? I know it might feel like I said, it might feel like this thing that you're looking for is unreachable or unattainable. There's no way to get it. But what's missing is the idea or the feeling of unity, right? Of all of us together. Sorry, I'm having trouble finding my words right now. That feeling of unity, of feeling connected to all living beings and all the creatures on this planet. It's almost like when we really tap into that belief and we really feel that unity with others, it fills us with a sense of security, because it's like, it's kind of like a release. Like it is very comforting to know that we are all connected, because that gives us the feeling of we're all in this together, and that we don't have to do anything truly. We don't have to ever truly be alone, and we technically never really are, if we really understand and feel this belief system. So I feel like, yes, this month might feel a little strange. Yes, you might feel disconnected. Yes, you might feel called, and you might need to pull into yourself, but don't stay there for too long. Don't make it a habit to, when you pull into yourself, you stay in yourself. And then when people try to like connect with you, it's very hard to, because you're very disconnected, right? Then it might be hard for you to communicate. It might be hard for others to communicate with you. And then it just makes your goal seem very unreachable. So that's very interesting. Let me set these aside, and let's go ahead and get a message to see what is unexpected. What's coming this month that's unexpected. So something that's unexpected this month. So for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, what is the unexpected energy that's coming in the month of January 2021? We have third eye chakra and stand your ground, which is the 7 of Wands. So I feel like Spirit is saying the unexpected energy that you don't see coming is that actually from you tapping into your intuitive side, into what you feel versus what you think, is actually going to be able to steer you in the right direction. So like I said, this month might feel like whatever this wish is, this dream, this goal that you want, it might feel like it's unattainable. It's not. It might feel that way, but it's not. And it's almost like it feels this way right now because when things feel unreachable, or it feels like a goal that we have in mind is unattainable, it's most likely because there is another way to go about it that we have yet to think about, right? So like, let's say you're going over your options, you have like 5 options, and you're like, oh, this won't work, this one won't work, this won't work, etc., right? And it's because sometimes we get too wrapped up in here that we forget that we can see things in a totally different way through here, right? Through our third eye, through our mind's eye, our psychic sight, it opens up like a whole nother realm of possibilities. Does that make sense? So I feel like, Gemini, you might be trying to go about this in a way through like physical world possibilities, like options through the physical world, but it's really calling for you to turn within, do some type of psychic work. Maybe you guys are just very intuitive. Maybe some of you guys are gifted in some way. And this month is calling for you to tap into that, because an option or a possibility or a route that will take you to the thing that you want will open up through this non-physical, metaphysical world of possibilities. Does that make sense? It's like almost if you tap into that third eye energy, if you tap into your mind's eye, I feel like it's really going to open up a lot of different possibilities that you may not have even thought of, because you've been thinking on a very like physical plane level. And it's like that's that energy of the 7 of Wands and the Emperor, where it's like as soon as you kind of intuitively allow yourself to feel feel which route is best to go, and then it's through that like GPS intuitive guidance system that it'll guide you to the right path on how to navigate this, navigate out of this like unsure energy, and this like feeling of feeling disconnected. I feel like you guys are going to aggressively go after the thing that you want. So it's like you need to do some kind of ritual, do some kind of meditation, do some kind of prayer work, whatever it is that you do in or believe in. Really connect with the spirit world this month. I really feel like there's a lot of guidance that's coming through from your guides, that they're trying to help you and show you a different way that you have not thought of yet. And then you have to make sure that you stand by it. Like sometimes, at least for me personally, I feel like I see a lot of visions of things that I could do that would maybe work out better than like some of the things I'm doing or the way that I'm doing things now. And a lot of the times I don't follow through with it because sometimes I just dismiss it and I'm like, oh, that's just my imagination. Sometimes even now I still kind of, because sometimes for me, there are some things that for me, they seem so unrealistic, so unreachable and unattainable at times. And I noticed that for me, that's kind of how I've been lately too. The past couple months, that I kind of pull into myself too much. And that makes me feel really disconnected from others. Like lately, I have been feeling a little bit more disconnected from others than I normally do. I haven't felt as connected, right? And part of it has to do with the quarantining. Part of it has to do with me just pulling into myself too much and not being so open to feeling connected to others. It's almost like as if I don't want to, because I feel like collectively a lot of people are suffering, and it's like I don't want to feel that suffering, even if I'm suffering singularly as well, which technically I'm not, because everyone is feeling this like sense of suffering or this like sense of dread, I guess. It's like energetically around us. And it's like you really need to stand by what your intuition tells you, okay? So this month, it might become unexpected because I feel like you're trying to look at this in a more of a practical way, Gemini, but it might turn out that this idea will come to you in an intuitive way, and then you need to stand by it. Don't dismiss it. Don't say, oh, it's just an imagination, or oh, it's such a long shot, like there's no way that would actually work. Go for it. Stand by what you intuitively feel is the right thing to do. Don't doubt it. Any new idea that comes to you this month, if it feels right. If it feels wrong, obviously don't pay attention to it. But if some idea pops into your mind for some reason and just feels right, go for it and do it. And stand by what it is that you feel, okay? We're gonna go ahead and take a look at, we're gonna get a message from your guides, message from the guides of Gemini. So for the guides, ancestors, etc., that watch over Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, what is the message that you want to give to them? We have eternal love, happiness, harmony, and fulfillment. So Gemini, your guides want you to know that you don't have to worry this month. You are loved. You are love as well, is another thing that they want you to know. And it's kind of like they're just relaying that message that you're as disconnected as you may feel this month, Gemini. You are still, and like I said, even when I said like I don't want to, like sometimes I pull away because I don't want to feel what other people are feeling. I don't want to feel so connected into the sense that I absorb people's feelings. I'm really sensitive, but regardless of if I want to or not, I am connected. So regardless of if you want to or not, regardless of if you're trying to or not, you are still connected to everyone and everything else, because we're all energy, and all that energy comes from one place. It comes from the source, and whatever the source is that you believe in, it all comes from one place, and then it transforms and it transmutes itself into all these beautiful different things, and you are one of those beautiful things. Yeah, so just remember that you are love, that you are light, you are made of energy, you're made of brilliant, beautiful energy, and that you really get to choose what frequency, what wavelength you're vibing on at all times. That's like part of you to do the work, because you get to choose that. You get to choose at what frequency you're vibing on. And ultimately, that frequency that you're vibing on does dictate and have some control over the experience that you guys have in life, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at love. So for my Geminis that are single, let's see what's in store for love for you guys. I also want to note this, that because someone messaged me, because I forgot one of the other readings for singles that I did for love, it like wasn't about love at all. So here's my thing. When I'm drawing for singles specifically, I am trying to get a sense of love, but like, let's say, like, what if love's just like not in the play for this month? That happens sometimes. So maybe a message different than love will come out for singles, but I'll still do that, and I'll still do that going into the extended, okay? But I am trying to look for love for you guys specifically, but not everyone's always in dating mode, or not everyone's looking for love all the time, okay? So maybe some of you guys are, some of you guys aren't. We'll see what comes through. So I think I'll just do these. And then I'll clarify them in the extended. So for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, my Geminis that are single Geminis, what is going on this month in terms of love? Okay, y'all got interesting energy. We have forgiving and learning, deception, and let your friends help you. We have, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, and let your friends help you. So I'm getting, for some of you guys, I think that you guys are single, but you're either interested in someone is interested in you, or you're just like freshly talking to someone. Like, it's not even like you guys are dating. Like, could just be like flirting, like you just slid into someone's DMs, or they slid into yours, something like that. It's very like innocent. It's not deep at all, not yet. It could be, but there's definitely an energy here that the forgiving and learning, I feel like you guys may have experienced like severe heartbreak in the past with someone significant. It could have been someone that you guys viewed as a soulmate, or a life partner, or a twin flame, whatever label you want to put on it. I feel like there was a connection in the past, maybe recently, within 1, 2, 3 max years ago, that it was a really significant and intense, powerful connection for you that you felt very deeply of. And I feel like it didn't work out, and I don't know if the falling out was necessarily negative, but I think that the way that you reacted to the situation may have been, in the sense that whether it was your fault, their fault, both of your guys' fault, no one's fault, whatever the reason was for it falling apart, I feel like you blame yourself a lot. And I feel like this message is coming through for you guys that are single, that are maybe feeling like you always like never have luck in love, or like you've never dated someone, or like it's really hard to like maintain a relationship or whatever. That a lot of it has to do with the way that you view and treat yourself after that relationship. So like I said, I feel like there was one really big significant relationship, even though for some of you this could have just been a cycle that you've experienced through relationships, but I feel like there was a very significant relationship that when it ended, it really hurt you, and for some reason I feel like you guys just blamed yourselves. Like, you were like, it's my fault, like I'm the one that ruined this, like it's my fault that I did this, I should have done this differently, I should have done this differently. And it's almost like, if we're always in a state of mind of I should have done this, I should have done this, I could have done this, that energy is past energy. So it's really hard, and now this is making sense as well, tying into your main reading. It's really difficult to obtain a goal that you want if your mindset is so stuck in the past that your energy and your whole frequency is past. So it's like, how can anything new come into your life if you're stuck here in the past? So a lot of this message for you guys really has to do with you guys needing to let go of past situations. I do see that there is some type of deception here going on, and then we have asking for your friends to help you. So this person may or may not have been actually what you thought they were. This could also be you, that you're deceiving yourself. So if some of you guys are lying to yourselves, I'm not sure. We will take a look at all of that in the extended reading. So if this section of the reading resonated with you guys and you want to know more, the link to purchase the extended is in the description box down below. And let's go ahead and take a look at my Geminis that are in a relationship. This is for any Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus that are in a relationship or any kind of connection. It does not have to be a committed relationship, just whatever you deem a relationship or a connection. So for my Geminis that are in connection or relationship with someone, what's going on this month in January in terms of love? Okay. We have getting to know each other, we have children, and we have codependency. So I definitely think that I feel like you have been dating someone for a while, maybe like 1 year, maybe 2 years. It kind of feels like it's under a year though. Like it feels like it's very, really new. Some of you guys may have started dating someone right before quarantine or like during quarantine, you started dating someone. Um, and I feel like because it might have happened right before quarantine started, like COVID really hit the States or whatever, or wherever you are. Um, or like right after, because of like social distancing and things like that, it's hard for you guys to spend a lot of time together. So I feel like you guys still need to spend more time getting to know each other. One of you guys wants to have children. I don't think it's both of you though. It says your love life is being affected by children, and I feel like it's a want. I don't think you guys have kids because, like I said, it feels like a fresher relationship unless one of you already had one going into it, but I don't think together. And then there's a sense of codependency that I do feel is a little bit more on your part, but it's definitely on one person's part on here. And we'll go ahead and take a look at this in the extended. So I feel like you're in a pretty fresh relationship. You need to spend more time getting to know each other. One of you wants children for sure, and there is an energy of codependency, which we will take a look at in the extended. So if this section of the reading resonated with you guys that are in a connection or a relationship, the link to purchase the extended for this is going to be in the description box down below. That is it for your reading, Gemini. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope it brought some insight. I hope it helped you in some way, shape, or form. And if I don't see you in the extended, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.